Hola, happy Saturday. It's time to get real. Are we ready? So I have this whole thing here of things I want to say. But do you ever do something that you know you shouldn't do? Like you say to yourself, that's probably not a good idea. I should not do that. And then you do it anyway. Yeah, I did that today. I'll tell you what it is. See this mug? This cute OU coffee mug? There was coffee in it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with coffee. But you know what gets you in trouble? Putting Bailey's in your coffee. And then a little Kahlua. Yeah, so I went for a workout today with my friend Nicole. It was a hard workout. She introduced me to something called devil's lunges. The description is accurate. They were the devil. And oh my gosh, it just wore me out. And I came home and I had to do yard work. Which I'm just going to tell you something. Yard work is like the bane of my existence. I literally hate doing yard work. Which is funny because I now work at like a nursery, American Tree, which I don't hate. So I don't know, maybe it's just I hate doing yard work and not getting paid for it. So I'm trying to do everything I can to avoid doing the yard work. So I did housework, I did laundry, I'm doing this podcast. I don't remember what else I did, but I'm thinking, you know what will make yard work more palatable? Bailey's in my coffee. No, I'm just tired and don't want to do it, so we'll see how it goes. I might just call this what's that word? Not an active rest day. What's the word when a mental health day? I might call this a mental health day. I am pretty worn out from the week and I don't feel like doing yard work, so we'll see. I don't know. It's been a busy week. I did start my new job. I made progress on my podcast and I kept up with life in general, so I'm calling it a win. I am in no way complaining. I'm just saying there are sometimes things you don't want to do that you put off. Closing my pool is one of them, and now the yard work is another. So it will get done because it's on the list. It might just take a tiny bit more Bailey's to convince me to go do it. So this is our week 4 recap. It's already been 4 weeks. So that's roughly a month, guys. We've been together for a month. I am super excited about all of the feedback I've gotten in the month. More on that in a minute. I'm going to talk about, so always on Saturday, I like to do a weekly recap, tell you about the successes that I've had for the week, and then encourage you to do the same thing, and then recap everything we've talked about for anybody who's missed anything. And so this week, as always, I try to keep up with my relationships. I've talked on the phone. I hang out with my girls. I talk to my family. I go to lunch with friends. I'm doing dinner at my mom's house tomorrow. Finally, my brother and my sister, myself, my nieces, my nephews, my girls, Jill's boyfriend will all kind of be together. So that'll be nice. And then something awesome happened that it makes you feel good as a mom, because that's always been my number one priority is being a mom. I'm sorry, there's something. One of my cats, I think, is doing this on the window. It's annoying. But anyway, so my oldest this week, she came home from OU in the middle of the week because she had to work up in Lum. And so it's just easier for her to go work there and then stay the night at our house and then head back down to Rochester the next day. And she says, Mom, you're the most important person in my life, and you're the only reason I come home. That, as a mom, I don't know if you can ask for anything better. And so that one almost brought me to tears, and I don't really cry. So that was awesome. That was a huge success this week. Eating and exercise. I've done 6 workouts this week, 3 of which were at my house alone, by myself. I don't like to work out alone, but I also haven't been loving to drive to the gym. And so it was either drive to the gym, which I didn't want to do, work out by myself, or not work out at all, which not work out at all is really not an option for me anymore. That's how much of a part of me fitness is. That's how much I need it to stay sane and to keep my good attitude and to have the energy I need to do everything I need to do in order to fit that in, for the day. And so I worked out by myself 3 times and I didn't really even mind it. So I think that's pretty successful. I ate so much better this week than I did last week. And I think going to work actually helps with that because it keeps you have that schedule. I just bring all my food with me. I don't eat out or anything. And it just kind of keeps me on track just in, I don't know. I just ate so much better this week. Achieving. I started my new job and I kept up with my podcast, which was my big goal for the week. So I did that. I've been having to do 2 podcasts on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays because I work Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, long, long days. And I knew I just wasn't going to have the energy that you deserved when I got home, and I wanted to save my mornings for working out. So I just reorganized some things and was still able to get it all in. So I was happy about that. And I got lots of really good feedback this week, like unexpected feedback, unsolicited feedback, emails, text messages about how much what I'm doing is helping people. And I was at lunch with my friend Heather the other day, and she said that somebody came in to her business and said, "Hey, you know Dawn, don't you?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh my gosh, I listen to her podcast every day. I look forward to it." And I don't even know this person. So if you're listening, whoever you are, I appreciate you so much. I don't know that I can put it into words how much you mean to me. And that meant to me. So anyway, so that was really exciting. Another thing, I talked myself into staying positive this week, even though there were a couple things that I really didn't like. And there was a couple of times, again, I'm not really a crier, but there were a couple of times that I just felt like, I just like, this is going to make me cry. You know what? I just started thinking, you just got to think about this differently. You have to react differently. This is not defeating. You are not defeated. And so I don't know. I just instead I started incorporating silence. And I'm trying to incorporate silence into my routine a little bit. We're so bombarded with stimulation, just through the TV and the social media, the computer, the music, the people around all the time. I'm really just trying to sit silently and with my thoughts and pray, and I'm not going to say meditate because I don't know that I'm there yet, but to have some, just repeat some positive affirmations to myself, which I've found is really, really helpful. So usually when I go on my bike ride every day, I put in Rob Dial. Remember my boyfriend from my podcast, MWF Motivation. Check it out if you haven't yet. And instead, I have been doing that in the car ride to the gym or just around when I'm working around the house. And then on my bike ride, just silence, just trying to be alone with my thoughts and listen to the birds and all of that kind of thing. And just to silence my mind a little bit. And so I'm going to put that into the loving yourself category. Spending time with yourself and being okay with yourself is personal growth in loving yourself. So I'm trying to work on that this week too. Things that still need work for next week. I have this idea for a success challenge that I want to throw out to you guys between Halloween and Thanksgiving. So I need to get going on planning that. So you can look forward to that. And then another thing, anybody ever worry about money? So I've been kind of worried about money this week a little bit, and My friend Vicky, she always says, if money is your problem, then you have no problems, because you can always make more money, right? That isn't a huge deal. So I'm trying to talk myself out of worrying about that. And so those are still things I need to work on. Now, in terms of our real life, Real Life with Dawn LeFever videos, what we talked about this week, recapping Sunday was setting yourself up for a successful week. And that was where I just kind of took you around my house and showed you my planning for the week and my prep work so that I knew that I was going to have a successful week. And that one actually got the most views on Facebook. So check that one out. Monday, we talked about You Are Human and So Am I. This is where I talked about making mistakes and how to move past them, and that everybody makes mistakes, and that this is not going to be perfect, and you have to learn how to deal with setbacks as opposed to having a setback and quitting. And that one got the most views on YouTube. And I'm seeing a pattern there. I think it's because it came out on Monday. Everybody's always so prepped and ready to start on Monday. So maybe watch again on Tuesday. Maybe that should be your goal this week. Tuesday, we talked about finding your tribe. This one was my personal favorite because I don't know that I usually talk about how difficult it is for me to make friends, or how I feel it's very difficult for me to make friends and keep connections. And so that was something new that I put out into the universe. And so for me, it was a personal favorite because I think it was a personal breakthrough that I was finally, ready and willing to talk about that. So again, this one talks about friendships and the 4 steps to finding people that you truly connect with. Wednesday, we talked about setbacks will happen. It's what happens next that matters. This one talked about the 4 steps to overcoming setbacks, which we will all have. And that one was, I think, prompted by that bad eating day that I had last week. So that one focuses on the eating and exercise for the week. Thursday, it was a video called It's About Time. And this one talked about how to find time to fit everything in, because I know that we do get overwhelmed and we feel stressed that we can't find time for all the things that we need to do. And sometimes you're not going to find time for all the things that you need to do. You just need to find time for the most important things that you need to do. And once those are done, the other things on the list are going to move up in importance. And so you'll just continuously chip away at that list and finding time to fit it all in. And then Friday, we talked about attitude. I liked this video too this week. This one talked about the 4 questions you need to ask yourself if you're in need of an attitude adjustment. So if you kind of find yourself feeling negative a lot, or angry, or upset, or frustrated, or just in general finding it hard to stay positive, this one would be a good one for you to watch or for you to share if you know somebody who you feel could benefit from that. And then today, Saturday, as always, we're doing our real life recap week 4 video. So take some action this week. On Saturdays, it's probably going to be the same action. I want you to do the same thing every Saturday. I want you to take a few minutes, use some of that me time that we talk about, and review your own week. What it is that you did well. Were you doing things that supported your purpose? What were you successful at? What do you still need to work on? What are your goals for next week? And then write it down. And I really encourage you to even throw it out there into the universe and comment right here on this video. And then always also watch any videos that you've missed and share your favorite ones with your friends. So yeah, that's what I have for you today, guys. I almost just told you a lie. I almost just said, I'm going to try to find some motivation to do some yard work. But you know what? Deep down inside, in my heart of hearts, I know that there is no yard work getting done today. It is just not. I don't have motivation to do it. And so if anybody wants to come over and help with that, I'd be fine. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Go live your purpose. Enjoy this beautiful day, whatever, maybe do what you feel like doing today. It is okay to sometimes go off plan a little bit. Do a little freestyling, if you will, and say, you know what? Today I just feel like reading my book. Today I feel like just chilling out. Today I just need a little bit of downtime. I want to sit on my deck and drink coffee with Bailey's. Whatever that means to you. Okay. All right, guys. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy yourself. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.